Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great and good to see you all here. Today we are going to solve some very interesting problems from class 9 mathematics chapter lines and angles. In this video, I'll explain the questions step by step so that you can understand the concepts clearly and solve them easily in your own exams. So today we are going to see exercise 4.2. In that exercise 4.2, we are going to solve problem 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Before we solve this uh, exercise questions, you all need to be familiar with some concepts like what are complementary angles, what are supplementary angles, what are conjugate angles, and few topics like linear pair of angles and what vertically opposite angles are. So if you are familiar with these topics, it will be very easy for you to solve the questions step by step very easily. So if you are not familiar with these topics, in the previous videos in my channel, I have explained each of these topics very easily. So you can look at it and you can understand. If you understand it, you can solve the questions very easily. Okay. So first, let's look at exercise 4.2 question 1. The question here, it says that in the given figure, three lines AB, CD and EF intersecting at O. Okay. So here a question is given and in this figure AB, CD and EF are intersecting at a point O. So you need to find the value of x, y and z, and it is been given that x, y, z are in the ratio 2:3:5. Okay. So in this question, intersecting lines are given. So if you are not familiar with intersecting lines, you can check out my previous videos. Okay. So first, let us solve this question step by step. First, write down what is given in the question. It is given that AB, CD and EF are lines intersecting at point O. Okay. It is clearly given in the question that these are the three lines intersecting at point O. Now, it is also given that X, Y, Z are in the ratio 2:3:5. Okay. So, as you can see here, these are intersecting lines. So, the angle X, angle Y, angle Z, all these three angles are opposite to other angles. They are not vertically opposite to each other. You can see here, is any angle vertically opposite to angle X? No, right? They are vertically opposite to some other angles. So, we need to assume some other angles that are vertically opposite to these angles. And sum of all angles in a straight line is 180 degrees from linear pair of angles. Okay. Now, let x equals to 2k, y equals to 3k and z equals to 5k. Okay. It is given that in the question x, y, z are in the ratio 2:3:5. Let us assume x as 2k, y as 3k, z as 5k. Okay. Since AB, since AB is a straight line, angles on one side, how much? Yeah, angles on one side add up to 180 degrees from linear pair of angles. Now, as we can see here, x, y, z, they are not adjacent to each other. Means they are not side by side to each other. So, sum of all angles So sum of all angles around a point O is 360 degrees. Okay. Now x plus y plus z are the angles around point O. From the figure you can see here, around a point O we have three angles named as x, y and z. So x plus y plus z equals to 360 degrees. Now in previous we have mentioned the values of x, y, z as some values, right? So substitute these values in this equation. So what is x? It is 2k plus what is y? It is 3k plus what is z? It is 5k, which is equals to 360 degrees. Now as you can see here, we have mentioned that sum of all angles around a point is 360 degrees. Now as it is 360 degrees and the lines are intersecting to each other, we need to find the vertically opposite angles of the given angles in the figure. Okay. So angle x is opposite to some other angle. Let us assume that angle x is opposite to some other angle which is also equal to x. Okay, let us assume that if we have angle x from the figure, let us assume that the vertically opposite angle of this given x is also x. Now what you'll get? You'll get 2x plus 2y plus 2z equals to how much they are summing up? If we add them up, it will be 360 degrees, right? How you got this 2x, 2y, 2z? As in the given figure, we have angle x. So the vertically opposite angle to this x, we are assuming it as also x. Similarly for y, the vertically opposite angle will be y degrees. Similarly for z, the vertically opposite angle will be z degrees. Now if you take out 2 common from this, it will be x plus y plus z equals to 360 degrees, right? So 2 ones are 2, 180. X plus y plus z equals to 180 degrees, right? X plus y plus z equals to 180 degrees. Now we have values of x, y and z, right? Substitute that values in this equation. That is x is 2k plus what is y? We have it as 3k plus what is z? It is 5k, which is equals to 180 degrees. Now simplify this equation. 2k plus 3k plus 5k is how much? It is 10k, which is equals to 180 degrees. Now k equals to 180 by 10. So what is the value of k? It is 18 degrees. Okay. We got value of k as 18 degrees. Now we need to find the values of x, y and z. As in the question they mentioned that find the values of x, y and z, right? So x we have it as 2k. Now we got k value, right? Substitute this k in this equation. So it will be 2 into how much? 18. So you will get x as 2 into 18 is 36 degrees. Next, y, you have it as 3k. Now 3 into what is the value of k? It is 18 degrees. So y equals to how much is 18 into 3? It is 54 degrees, right? At last, z equals to, we have it as 5k. Now, 5 into k is 18 degrees. Z equals to 5 into 18 is 90 degrees, right? After solving with all these steps, we got the value as x is 36 degrees, y as 54 degrees and z as 90 degrees, right? So, this question 1 in your exercise 4.2 follows the topic of vertically opposite angles. So, to understand the what are vertically opposite angles, you can check out my previous video in which I explained whole topic clearly, right? Now, let's see the second question in your exercise. It is given that find the value of x from the following figure. So, here a figure is given. From this figure, we are required to find the value of x. So, first question, it is given that, and you can see here a figure here is a straight line. A straight line is AC. On this straight line AC, we have point O. From this point O, a ray is drawn, that is OB. So, which is the topic here? It is linear pair of angles. So, sum of angles on a straight line is equals to 180 degrees, right? So, given from figure, it is a straight line. So, from the figure, it is a straight line with how many angles? With 2 angles, right? So, you can see that a ray which is OB, it divides the straight line into 2 pair of angles, that is 2 angles. Okay, now write down what are the given angles. It is 3x plus 18 degrees and 93 degrees. Now, angles on a straight line, angles on a straight line are supplementary. What is supplementary? 180 degrees. Okay. So, here it is a straight line. Angles on a straight line are supplementary. That is, their sum is how much? Their sum is 180 degrees. Their sum is 180 degrees. So, 3x plus 18 first angle plus 93 second angle is equals to 180 degrees. Right? Now, solve this equation, simplify it. We have an x term and numerical terms. Now, 3x plus 93 plus 18 is how much? 111, which is equals to 180 degrees. Now, 3x equals to 180 minus, take this 111 to your right side, it will become minus 111. Now, 3x equals to how much? It will be 69. Now, 3x equals to, we got it as 69. X equals to 69 by 3. Now, x equals to 3 1s are 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. X is 23 degrees. Okay. So, from the figure, we were required to find the value of x and we got x as 23 degrees. Next, in the second question, you have one more sub question. See here, a figure is given. So, first write down from figure, it is given, from figure, it is given an angle. It is given an angle around a point O. So this is the figure. As you can see here, this is the figure. In this figure, this is point O, and to this point O, we have an angle which is 296 degrees. Sorry, this is 296. It is 296 degrees, and we have two angles, that is angle AOB and angle BOC. Angle AOB is x minus 24 degrees and angle BOC is 29 degrees. Okay. So, first from figure it is given that angle around a point O is given as 296 degrees. Right? How much it is? It is 296 degrees. Now, the sum of all angles, as you can see here, there is a no straight line. So, there is no concept of linear pair of angles. So, sum of all angles around point O is how much? It is 360 degrees. Okay. So, what are the given angles? Given angles are x minus 24 degrees. Next is 29 degrees. And next is we have as 296 degrees. So, what the equation you'll get? It will be x minus 24 plus 29 plus 296. Sum of all these angles is equals to 360 degrees. Now, we have x term, one x term and all the numerical terms. Simplify this. X plus, if you solve this, you will get it as 301, which is equals to 360 degrees. Now, x equals to, take this 301 to your right side. It will be minus 301. Now, x is equals to 360 minus 301 is 59 degrees. Okay. So, the second sub question, in the second sub question, the value of x is 59 degrees. Right. Here is one more question. See here. Here we have intersecting lines. In the third question, we have intersecting lines and we have two angles, right? One is 62 degrees, one is 2 plus 3x degrees. Now, given figure, first write down, given figure shows that vertically opposite angles are there. Okay. So, these are the intersecting lines. We have three intersecting lines. In this three intersecting lines, these two angles are vertically opposite to each other. So, these vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. So, these angles are equal to each other. Right? So, what you'll get? So, the angles are 2 plus 3x degrees and 62 degrees. Therefore, what you'll get? Therefore, as they are equal, 2 plus 3x is equals to 62. Now, 3x equals to 62. Take this 2 to your right side. It will be minus 2. 3x equals to 62 minus 2 is 60. Now, x equals to 60 by 3. How much it will be? 3 ones are 3 twos are 6, 0. X is 20. So, here the value of x is 20 degrees. Right? This question follows the concept of vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other, right? Now, this is the fourth question. See here, a figure is given, and in this figure, we have an right angle OC which is 90 degrees, and we have an angle AOB as 40 degrees, BOC as 6x plus 2 degrees. Now, as you can see here, given that angles 40 degrees and 6x plus 2 degrees are supplementary. See here, these two angles AOB and BOC, these are not fully on a straight line. They are half. So, let us assume that given angles 40 degrees, 6x plus 2 degrees are supplementary because they form a straight line. They are on straight line. Now, however, the diagram, shows that they are not directly on a straight line, right? A fully straight line is not formed here. They are not directly on a straight line. Okay, they are not directly on a straight line. So if a fully straight line is not given, so we will consider around point O sum of all angles. Now around point O sum of all angles is 360 degrees, and the angles are 6x plus 2 degrees, 40 degrees and 90 degrees, the three angles which we have, and their vertically opposite angles. Now, as we are considering here, the sum of all angles is 360 degrees. So, we need to consider the vertically opposite angles of the given angles. Now, consider all the vertically opposite angles. Now, consider vertically opposite angles of the given angles. The first angle we have is 6x plus 2 degrees. What will be the vertically opposite angle to this angle? It will be 6x plus 2 degrees. This is first angle, this is other angle, which is vertically opposite to it. Next, we have as 40 degrees, and the vertically opposite angle to this 40 degrees is 40 degrees. Next, we have as 90 degrees, and vertically opposite angle to this 90 degrees is 90 degrees. So, sum of, now you have noticed that we have 6 angles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, sum of all angles is 360 degrees. What are the angles you have? It is 6x plus 2 plus 40 plus 90. Again, the vertically opposite angles to these angles are 6x plus 2 plus 40 plus 90 is equals to 360 degrees. Okay. Now, 6x plus 2, take it out the common terms which are common in between this equation. Now, we have 6x plus 2 terms plus 2 into 40 plus 2 into 90, which is equals to 360 degrees. Now, 2 into 6 is how much? 12. It will be 12x plus 2 into 2 is 4 plus 40 into 2 is 80 plus 90 into 2 is 180, which is equals to 360 degrees. Now we have one x term, that is 12x. Write it out. 12x plus, simplify all this, it will be 264, which is equals to 360 degrees. Now 12x equals to 360 minus 264. Now 12x equals to 360 minus 264 is 96. X equals to 96 by 12. 12 ones are 12 eights are is 96. So the x value of this question is 8 degrees. Right? Let's see one more question. This is the third question in your exercise. So what this question says, the question here, it says that in the given figure, lines AB and CD intersect at point O. So from the figure, this is point O, and at this point O, AB is a line. Just a minute. So this is figure. In this figure, this is point O and AB is a line, and we have one more line, that is CD. AB is one line, CD is other line, and these are intersecting at point O, right? Next, if angle AOC plus angle BOE is 70 degrees and angle DOB is 40 degrees, find angle BOE and reflex of angle EOC. First, given that AB and CD intersect at point O. First, it is given that AB and CD intersect at point O. And it is given that angle AOC plus angle BOE is 70 degrees and angle DOB is 40 degrees. First, we will try to find angle AOC. Okay? AOC, angle AOC. See, in the figure, you can see angle AOC and angle BOD are vertically opposite to each other. So, from the figure, angle AOC, angle BOD are vertically opposite to each other. They are vertically opposite angles and they are equal. So, angle AOC equals to how much you'll get? As it is given that angle BOD is 40 degrees. So, you'll get angle AOC as 40 degrees because they are vertically opposite in angles and these angles are equal to each other. Therefore, what you'll get? Therefore, angle AOC, angle BOD is equals to 40 degrees. Now, let us find angle BOE. See the question. It is given that angle AOC plus angle BOE is equals to 70 degrees. Okay. We have angle AOC as 40 degrees, right? Substitute it. 40 degrees plus angle BOE equals to 70 degrees. Now, angle BOE equals to 70 minus, if you take this 40 to your right side, it will be minus 40. So, angle BOE is 30 degrees. We found angle BOE as 30 degrees. Now, let us find angle COE. Okay. Since you can see here, AB is a straight line. AB is a straight line. AB is a straight line and angles on it are supplementary. Okay, angles on it are supplementary. So angle AOC, see, on the line AB we have angle AOC plus angle COE plus angle EOB, which is equals to 180 degrees. Now angle AOC we have it as 40 degrees plus we need to find angle COE, right? Plus angle BOE we got it as 30 degrees. Substitute it, 30 degrees equals to 180 degrees. Now angle COE plus 70 equals to 180 degrees. Now angle COE equals to 180 minus 70. Angle COE equals to how much? It will be 110 degrees. Now you need to find reflex angle of EOC. Okay. So how you will find out reflex angle of EOC? Reflex angle is something which is greater than 180 but it should be less than 360 degrees. Suppose, imagine you have a pizza. Imagine this is a pizza and if you cut this pizza into different slices, let's say these are different slices. So angle EOC here it is as single slice. So this single slice is angle EOC. Consider it as angle EOC. Now, if we want to measure this EOC, how you will measure this angle EOC? So, the angle, the EOC is rest of pizza and the reflex angle is rest of pizza. After that, one slice has been removed. So, to calculate the reflex angle, it will be like the total angle in a full circle is 360 degrees. To find reflex angle, simply subtract first angle from full circle. What is full circle? It is 360 degrees. And what is first angle? It is reflex angle, that is our angle EOC. Now, reflex angle is equals to first angle plus your 360 degrees. Okay, so angle EOC, which is your first angle, it is at 110 degrees. So we have found angle EOC as 110 degrees. Now to find this reflex angle, simply subtract this from 360 degrees. Now how much is 360 minus 110 degrees? It is 250 degrees. Okay. To find the reflex angle, you need to simply subtract first angle from full circle. Here 360 degrees is your full circle. Okay. So that's all for today's class. We covered exercise 4.2, problem first, second and third. And we have seen solutions step by step along with important steps. I hope you understand the concepts clearly. Don't forget to practice more problems from your textbook. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to channel for more lessons. Thank you for watching.